Hello and welcome. This is Wylker, and this is my Let's Play series. Welcome back, guys. It's actually been several weeks since I've managed to get anything recorded. I have been crazy busy, and I knew I was going to be busy, so I had recorded like 4 episodes in advance to try to make sure there wasn't too much of a gap in my publishing times, especially after I just figured out a schedule that I thought would work for me for publishing 3 videos a week. But as you can probably tell, if you care, that has not happened. It's actually been, gosh, a couple weeks since I've been on the server, really. I've popped in and out to help with things, but as you can see, there's been quite a bit of work done. And the time that I haven't been here, our stack or rack of DSUs has grown by a lot. We have a new hole in our wall. Our ME storage system has expanded greatly. There's something terrifying going on over here. I don't even understand what this is. A dispenser with a dimensional door on it and a wireless redstone trigger and a button that toggles a miner that has a big glowing red light above it. And look what's going on out here. I mean, I don't even know. I don't understand what even's happening out here. And then, uh-oh. Just to make things even more interesting, over here where we were going to build our Mistcraft room is this. Yep. I do not even know where to begin. I think I know what this thing is supposed to do. But I couldn't even begin to explain to you how it works. I think it's all run from this thing here. But this is a Steven creation. Surprise, surprise. And he's also expanded our, our processing facilities. He's added some bee stuff and added a bunch of books. This is what happens when you don't get on a server for several weeks and there's people that are active. They build stuff, and I have no idea what's going on. But what's actually probably going to happen here is I want to do a server tour with the people that have been building stuff so we can kind of see what they've been up to. I have a couple little projects I want to finish, and then we're probably going to wipe this world when we go to 1.5. So the idea is that not only will we change the mod list a little bit and add some new cool stuff that requires world gen, but we're also going to hopefully get a couple more players this time now that some of the guys from Technic and some other places have a little bit more spare time. We thought a server wipe would help encourage them to come play. But anyway, my goal for this particular episode is to finish a long-standing project that I promised people I was going to do, which was to create a management system for this down to bedrock fuel tank storage. So as you can see, someone had walled over my hole in the ground, and we're going to drop down there in just a second. First thing I want to do is just measure my height of this thing. So it starts at 66, right? 1 block below where I'm standing. And then it goes all the way down to block 7. So it's 59 blocks tall, which is fine. You'll notice that like that one's full of fuel already. Let's see if I can even find the dividers in them. There we go. Yeah, so some of them are full of fuel, some of them aren't. And here's what I've got together to start this project. I have a bunch of insulated wire and a whole bunch of bundled cable and some liquid detectors and some valves. So I think it's pretty obvious what we're going to do with these. Flight control is going to either make this tough or easy. So what we want to do is we're going to add some liquid detectors. The reason I brought valves is because I have to break a block on these to get the liquid detector in it. And once I do that, the to remake the tank, I'm going to have to right-click a valve, and all the valves that we put on these are internal, so I need a valve to be able to remake the tank. So the first thing I want to do is let's count up 1, 2. I think we're just going to pretend this is 60 blocks tall. So we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we can just add, right? So we need to go up to block 13. Which should be that one. Oh no, it's this one. We're going to break it. And we're going to add a... Let's check something here. We're going to add a... Before I do this, let's do it like this. Let's add our valve. I want to see how far over this goes. Okay. So we've got a sort of glitchy tank here. Oh yeah, so we got plenty of space. All right, that's great. So I actually don't want this to be a valve. I want this to be a liquid detector. Then I want a valve next to it. That remakes our thingamajigger. All right. And this isn't going to work out perfectly for all these because some of them are going to be not the right height, but that's okay. So let's see here. I want to make sure I do this in the right order. So it's white, and then orange, and then magenta, light blue, yellow. Let's see, that's lime, which I did not have any of. So, and then pink. And then I didn't use black, I don't think, right? So we got dark gray. And then purple. And then blue and then green. Perfect. All right, cool. So what we want to do is get this on here like this. One. I don't even know if this is going to work now that we mention it. Wow. I'm gonna have to make this jacketed wire, I think, to make this work. Let's see here. Honestly thought this would work just like this. I guess because it's... Maybe what I need to do is just... Let's see. What happens if I use some red alloy wire instead of that? Oh, I didn't have to do that. Forgot all about my handy dandy system here. Alright, so... Let's see. Oops. Oh wow, we don't have any red alloy wire made. Guess not. No problem though. All right. Grab my little philo stone here. Let's check this out. I feel like that should be sending a signal. I'll be right back while I go figure this out. All right, I am back, and the answer is that signal is on, and I just couldn't tell. So there you go. All right. So this is basically the setup that I'm going to use here. Just going to go right down my colors here. You know, going white, orange, all the way down the row until we, I don't know how that got in there. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. And I'm just going to do it every 6 blocks. And then I'm going to connect the whole shebang here with this good stuff, which I'm actually going to run first. That'll run all the way up the whole wall here. Man, this is not... I gotta go turn down my flight speed because this is not easy. And I just talked to Steven on IRC, and I think he's gonna come on and maybe give us a little indicator what he's been up to on the server, because, man, it is out of control. Kind of a tight space to work in here, too. Let's see. All right, and I'm sure I missed a couple here, so let's go fill in the gaps. I was originally going to do a ton of these and use like 5 different types of bundled cable. But I decided that was really way too complicated for as simple of a machine as this is going to be. But what you can do is you can expand this to use any number of these type of things that you would want. And I don't know, I think it could be really cool, just depending on your, you know, your ultimate application for it. Let's see here. So that was 12, right? And we did that 13. So we want 6 more. So we want 19. Right. And then let's see, what did I do here? Let's get a liquid detector and a valve. You need to get the red alloy wire laid down here like this. And this one is going to go to orange. Right? And then when I click it, oh. Now see? This should definitely be on. I don't know why it isn't. This is what it was doing before. I need a block update. No. Oh, this tank does not have that much in it. That's why. Okay. All right, so that tank's there. That tank's only full to there, but you see it's filling up. All right, great. Oh, I think it actually just hit our liquid detector. That's funny. All right, and then let's see, we go, either that or I destroyed our liquid supply in that tank when I broke the tank, which is also possible. That's okay. So that was, what was that, 19? So you get up to 25. We need to go to magenta, right? And another liquid detector, another valve. Get the red alloy wire on there first so that I can right click that. Huzzah! Oh yeah, I must have broken something because the tank's equalizing out now. That's all right. Oh yeah, like see that tank's full. I bet when I break it, I do horrible things while I'm wasting a lot of fuel. That's too bad. I guess they don't work like railcraft tanks where you, oh yeah, Steven told me this before, or somebody did, might have been. One of the guys told me that when you break these iCraft tanks, it distributes everything over the number of valves or something like that. So, oh well. Now what I do want to make sure of is that those are not on the bottom level, which they are not, which is great, because then they won't work. All right. So let's see, this was what now? 25. And we're going to take this up to, so I'm going to do this every 6 blocks all the way up to the top. I won't make you guys watch the whole thing. I will be back. All right, guys, I am back, and I'll show you what I did here. You can see I've got my bundled cable running all the way up the wall. I've got my valves and my liquid detectors in. These tanks are slowly filling up. Let's see, yeah, there's our, I think our second or third from the bottom. Yeah, so we've got a full tank down here. We've got a, oops, that's not what we wanted. We've got a full tank here. And then this tank is, hello, starting to fill up. And you'll see that the redstone signal there is active, and that one's active. So as I was saying before, and maybe you guys can visualize this a little bit, my original plan was to run a ton of these, like put 60 different liquid detectors in and have a line all the way up. And there's 2 issues with that, basically. The first is that each bundled cable only supports 16 inputs. So for 60, I'd have to have 4 different bundled cables, which isn't that big of a deal. I just have to run all 4 bundled cables, you know, with different colors and run those up to the computer. And then the other issue is that it's just a decision-based issue, is that we are probably going to reset the server within the next week when I get everything updated to 1.5. And I wanted to do this proof of concept, and I wasn't going to have time to do all that before I did this. So that is how the wiring is run. And you notice each one of these tanks has a little bit in it. So what I had to do is be real careful that my liquid detector was never on the bottom. You see there how there's one like 3 blocks up and another one almost at the very top. So there was never wanting to have the liquid detector on the very bottom block, because it would always be on, and that would throw off the calculations. And then over here, I just did a quick little test of where I wanted things to be and line up on here. And I'll show you kind of the program I'm working on. And you'll see here what it does is it just wraps the monitor, clears it, writes that capacity line up at the top. And then the next part is going to be to detect the input from the bundled cable. And that's really simple. You just use the Redstone API from Computercraft. And what this is going to do is, let's see here, and I think I have it on the bottom. Let's test that real quick. Let's see, x equals redstone dot get, oops, that's not right, get bundled input bottom, right, print x. So 7. And so what 7's telling me is that the color with the value of 1, the color with the value of 2, and the color with the value of 3, I'm sorry, with 4 are all active, and that's how we get to that number 7. So the only thing that's a little bit tricky about our setup here is that, if you remember, I didn't quite have all the wire that I wanted to use because I didn't have the wool currently to make all of it. So let's clarify this so you guys can see. So we have 1. Okay, white has a value of 1. Orange has a value of 2. Magenta, where is it? Has a value of 4. And then where's our next one? We had light blue, I thought. Yep. So that one has a value of 8. And then yellow has a value of 16. Do I have pink? What do I have next? I think light gray. Okay. Yellow, light gray, purple, blue, green, purple, blue. Oh, I do have pink. Okay, so pink goes after. What am I doing here? Light blue, yellow. I don't have lime, so there's pink, gray, purple, blue. Is that right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I feel like I'm missing one here. So let's go verify this real fast. Whee! All right, so we have white, orange, pink, right? Or magenta. Gosh, I keep doing that. Light blue, yellow. There's pink. Light blue, yellow, pink. Light gray, purple, blue, and green. Oh, there it was, green. Okay, good, cool. So, that's just going to throw off. I just have to make sure that for the values that I skip that I include them in my computer. And essentially what this is going to do is, gosh, I got to go turn that flight suit down. It's out of control. So essentially what this is going to do is, read this. So real simply, we'll just do x equals, what am I doing here? X equals, and then this is just going to basically be a real simple if loop that'll just say, hey, if it's at a certain value. So for example, if x equals, you know what we want to do here? I want to think about this for just a minute. Be right back. All right, guys, I am back, and here's how I decided to do this guy. It's pretty simple. We start off wrapping the peripheral, the monitor, and then we clear it. We set the cursor position. We set the text color, and we write capacity, because that's static. That's never going to change. I'm sure you guys noticed I did a do while instead of a while true do earlier. It's because I'm a noob. But that's okay. So we start off setting the level variable to 0, and then we grab the bundled cable input, and then we just do a bunch of real simple comparisons. So based off which particular liquid detector is active, it can set the fuel level to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, or 100. Then we set the cursor position, we clear whatever was written there initially, and then just another couple quick comparisons. So if it's under 21, or under 21, then it sets the color to red. If it's over 20, then it sets it to yellow. And then if it's over 60, and you notice the order I put these in, that way it won't confuse itself. And then we just do a real simple write command where it writes the fuel level out. I let it sleep for 5 seconds. This isn't something that needs to happen quickly and eat up CPU. And then it continues to run. So let's see if it works. Ta-da! And there we have it, a basic monitor that'll tell us how much fuel is in our giant fuel tank. What I may do here is go figure out exactly how many buckets would apply for each one of these things, but and add a little bit to that. But you know, the same principle applies. It would just change what the output string was. And I can hide my computer, and that's it. All right, like I mentioned, I'm trying to keep these a little bit shorter, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and stay tuned. I'm going to do a facilities tour here. By the way, notice we got some more oil getting pumped in here. I've got a, I'll show you where that comes from. I've got a facilities tour coming up. I know people really wanted to see how the XP shower works. I want to show you guys some of the cool mining stuff that Steven's got set up. He's got one of the most insane frame quarries I've ever seen in my life set up. Also, he's gotten deep into bees. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the basement is full of flowers, and you should see what outside looks like. So in the next episode, I will do a facilities tour. We'll go through all the cool stuff that has been built on the server while I've been busy at work and stuff. And I hope you guys tune in. Thanks so much, and see you next time.